Okay, so first of all, I guess I apologize for my, hiatus from my. Well, obviously long hiatuses are kind of a thing I've been doing quite a bit, but well, first of all, this wasn't that long if you've been paying attention, but yeah, I mean, believe it or not, I do have a life outside, reviewing these kinds of movies. But anyway, and yeah, it's a shame. I was also going to start this video by celebrating reaching 200 subscribers, but yeah, it looks like I just lost one. Probably from waiting too long for another video. But anyway, it's all good. So anyway, let's talk about heavy metal. Yeah, this is a pretty famous movie from 1981. It's American, and or no, it's not American. It's Canadian, and yeah. So it's based on a famous, or I guess cult famous set of magazine comics. Yeah, no, they're rather notorious for their heavy use of, extreme violence, nudity, sex, and yep, there is plenty of all those things in this movie. So yeah, this is another one of those adult animated films. But yeah, definitely one of the higher quality ones. So the director of this is Gerald Potterton, who previously worked on Animal Farm, Yellow Submarine, and Raggedy Ann and Andy, a musical adventure. So, yeah, a few interesting movies to his name, and, well, I don't know if he, or yeah, I guess he did some directing jobs in the past. And this movie was also produced by the late, great Ivan Reitman, who, for those of you who don't know, worked on movies like Meatballs, Stripes, the Ghostbusters movies, yeah, pretty much all the old school Bill Murray comedies, and I guess later I mean, yeah, his later stuff, I guess, wasn't as good. I mean, probably the most notable movie I can see that he did later was Kindergarten Cop, and yeah, it looks like that wasn't the only Schwarzenegger comedy that he did. He also did Twins, Junior, his movies with Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, and My Super Ex Girlfriend, and Evolution. So yeah, his later stuff obviously wasn't as good as his earlier stuff, but obviously the guy is still a legend, and yeah. Um, let's see. So, and I guess in terms of other people who were involved with the movie, I mean, I see some of the segments were produced by John Hallis of Hallis and Bachelor. Let's see. Those are all the crew members that I know enough about. I mean, even the director I had to look up to see what he did. He had a few interesting credits. Let's see. And then we have certain famous voice actors or, actors doing voices. Quite a few of them were previously, or, they were doing SCTV at the time. So, yeah, some Second City alumni, John Candy, Eugene Levy, Harold Ramis, let's see, Joe Flaherty, I don't know how to pronounce it, and, hell, even, John Vernon from, Animal House is in this, Dean Wormer, is that the character's name? So, yeah, he makes a very brief appearance in here as the, plaintiff, the prosecutor. And yeah, I recognized his voice almost immediately. So yeah, oh yeah, and another notable voice in here that I recognize just reading his name, Roger Bumpus. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but I know he's the voice of Squidward from SpongeBob and, yeah, a lot of other cartoons, but yeah, mostly I know him as Squidward. And then, let's see, I named the crew, the voices. Let's see, let's talk about the music. Yeah, we got some pretty big artists in here. We got Sammy Hagar, we got Devo, Blue Oyster Cult, Cheap Trick, Nazareth, Journey, Black Sabbath. Even Stevie Nicks managed to get in there. I mean, that's quite the lineup of music. And let's see, yeah, so you think with all of these, amazing talents, we'd get a very amazing movie. What we end up with is a movie that I would consider at best a guilty pleasure. Yeah, definitely. I definitely put this one into guilty pleasure territory. It's a fun movie, but clunkily written, and a lot of exploitation in this, like several different forms of exploitation, but yeah, most notably a lot of sexual stuff, and yeah, very R-rated. So yeah, I haven't even gotten into the story or, relative story in this. Let's see, the movie starts with, a space shuttle orbiting Earth. Yeah. Basically, it starts with a dude driving a Corvette in space. Yeah. Let's see, there's a lot of rotoscoping in the film, and even some moments where it's just like, live action footage that's been like colorized. But yeah, this Corvette driving astronaut lands back in Earth, and he meets with his daughter, and then he brought back this strange green glowing orb, and upon pulling it out of his case, backpack, whatever it was, he just melts, because it's a the orb is basically this all-powerful god made out of evil. So yeah. And then yeah, that. So it's the framing story. And the orb talks to the dead astronaut's daughter, and he says that she's gonna, grow up to like destroy him, and but instead of killing her, he just hangs around and just tells her a bunch of weird stories. So yeah, then we. So yeah, the first story he tells her is about this taxi driver in the future. Yeah, this New York taxi driver in the future, 2031, named Harry Canyon, who picks up this lady off the street. She's the daughter of this museum curator. Yeah. And a bunch of gangsters killed her dad, so she gets a ride from Mr. Canyon, and it's basically one big film noir story that involves the orb as this MacGuffin, and and I don't want to give too much away, but we got that, and then we got the story of this nerdy teenage kid, finding the green meteor outside his house, and then it transports him to this, other planet or whatever, and he also magically turns into this big hulking bald dude. He turns into a barbarian, basically, or the good kind of barbarian. Basically, he turns into a black He-Man. But yeah, the story basically involves him, I don't know, saving this princess or whatever she is. Or no, she's not a princess. She's another person from Earth. I can't even remember all the details in this story. It's basically a war going on between, this priestess, queen, and then and this I don't know, this other ruler guy, and he gets mixed up in this crap, and again, don't want to give away too much. And then we have we basically go from film noir to fantasy to sci-fi. So we got this space captain who's on trial for like a whole bunch of atrocities, and he has this, or they call this witness to the stand, and it turns out the witness is like under his payroll, but somehow the witness, or what's his name, Hand Over Fist, he turns into this big hulking monstrosity he tries to defend the captain in court, but he starts incriminating him more, and then turns into this big hulking monstrosity in anger towards him, and then like destroys the whole courtroom and chases the captain around. Again, I don't want to give away the ending. Let's see. Then we go from that genre to horror. well, horror slash period World War II. Um, and from what I'm reading here, before the next segment, there was meant to be another segment. It says here, because of time constraints, a segment called Neverwhere Land, which would have connected Captain Stern and to B-17, was cut. Let's see, the influence of the Lochnar upon the evolution of a planet from... Yeah, I mean, I don't want to... Yeah, I'm just trying to read the general story, but yeah, there's not a whole... Doesn't seem to be giving a whole lot of information, but anyway, yeah, we go into the B-17 segment, and yeah, it's a horror story involving a couple pilots in World War II. A lot of the crew is shot down by, I guess the Germans or whatever. And then along the way, they pick up, the Lochnar, the green orb. Or it just lands on the ship or the plane, and then, basically it turns all the dead crew into zombies, and yeah, again, stop right there before I give too much of the story away. And then we go into another sci-fi story, kind of a comedy sci-fi, and this is kind of what TV tropes would refer to as a breather episode, because it goes right after the dark horror story and before the big epic finale. So yeah, basically involves this reporter lady who gets abducted by aliens, and honestly, there's not really much to the story. It basically just leads to her having sex with a robot voiced by John Candy. And, there's these two aliens, which are like these major stoners. They're voiced by Harold Ramis and Eugene Levy. Yeah. Let's see, Eugene Levy also voiced the captain, and John Candy previously voiced the main character of the second segment, Den. Yeah, interesting that he voices like this black guy. Well, anyway, trying to go through all these stories best I can without giving too much away. So yeah, the last story is about, Lochnar, basically possessing all these people who find him in like this, he crashes into a volcano, and a bunch of people find him there, and, or it, whatever you call it. And yeah, he possesses them, and they become his servants, and yeah, they attack this civilization, which calls upon this warrior named Tarna, who turns out to be, this very attractive woman, and yeah, the story is basically about her and her pet pterodactyl creature thing, fighting against this evil barbarian army. And then, in effect, destroying, in the process, destroying Lochnar. And yeah, that's about as much as I can say in terms of the story. There's not really a whole lot to work with here. It's pretty, like I said, it's the story's pretty scattershot between all these different, it's essentially, what do you call, yeah, an anthology, bunch of different stories. But, they all revolve around this Lochnar creature, and, yeah. In terms of story, I can't say it's amazing, but, well, it's entertaining. And yeah, I think the stories have some interesting, premises, and there's moments that are well told. There's some great character design, some unique animation styles. One issue I had, even though the Tarna segment was one of the highlights of the movie, one issue I had with it was that there was a lot of, like, awkward, slow movement. Like, there'd be moments where, a character would punch another character in the face and they'd just, like, slowly lift their fist and then just. Yeah, it's just weird. There's a lot of slow walking. There's a moment where, Tarna puts clothes on. Yeah, of course we see her naked. We see all the ladies naked, all the attractive women. Yeah, she just puts on her skimpy bikini outfit, and it's really slow and methodical and awkward. Yeah, there's a lot of awkward slowness in this segment, and but yeah, it had a pretty decent story, even if the ending was kind of confusing. Um, yeah, I think there's definitely some mixed bag aspects of this movie, but I'll admit I do kind of like the movie. It's pretty entertaining. Um, and, it's probably one of the few adult movies where, at least they have plenty of attractive women to, ogle. Some of the, yeah, some of the naughty, NC-17X, whatever you call them, movies. I can't even really say the women in there are super attractive, but yeah, this one's got plenty of attractive women, so. But yeah, even there, I don't really. There's a place for that kind of stuff for me, and I don't usually watch movies for that. Anyway, I don't need to go into too much about that, but anyway, yeah, I enjoyed the movie. It's by no means great, but yeah, it's fun. It's entertaining. It inspired a pretty entertaining episode of South Park. Yeah, it's an interesting movie if nothing else, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10. Mostly out of being a guilty pleasure. I guess quality wise, I might rate it a little lower, or in how well it told the story. But yeah, it's fun to watch. If you don't mind all the naked women and blood and gore and all that good stuff. Classic sex and violence of the era. But hey, it's got an amazing soundtrack. Again, a lot of amazing artists, a lot of amazing, talent behind it, both in the cast and crew. Some of the voice acting was a little awkward at times, I guess, but yeah, it was, yeah, I like this movie. And yeah, if you're into this kind of stuff, I definitely recommend it, and, yeah. Anyway, yeah, as usual, if there's anything I need to add, I'll put it in the comments, and I guess I'll leave it at that for now. Mash it and smash it, signing off.